Hey, what up my Card Kingdom fam? Kenji back for another vintage cube draft before they go away. And yeah, we'll just jump right in. Got ourselves a nice little piece of power here. Pick one, pack one. Yeah, nothing even comes close. Obviously, you're going to take the Ancestral Recall here. What other good cards am I passing? I guess we have three different blue dual lands here. We have the Steam Vents, Tropical Island, and the Watery Grave, but yeah, we'll just take the Ancestral Recall. Not much to think about there, and then decide where we go after that. Second pick, I think the immediate go-to choice would just be taking the Ashiok. Is that what I want to do, though? Well, looking at the rest of this pack, I guess the answer is probably just yes, sadly. I'm not a big fan of Ashiok. The card is very good, I just don't like it as a card in general. I think it's when it's in play, it kind of just makes its own little sub-game battle versus itself, which I guess is true of kind of most Planeswalkers, but Ashiok is especially effective in that regard. We'll move into pick number 3 here. Doretti's pretty solid. Shinobi can be fun, although I never find it's all that easy to ninjutsu it in or whatever. Yeah, I think Doretti might actually be the pick here. This card has been very, very good. Overperforms all the time. And not really passing much anyway, so I think that's going to be my choice. Little maybe Grixis Planeswalker control of some variety. Pick number 4, we've got a Karakas, just a great land. ECD, pretty good. God the Shrine. Inquisition. Power Stone. I think if we're going to go this route, I'm going to take the Inquisition. All of the discard effects, the 1-mana discard effects in black, are just very solid in Vintage Cube. Your opponents are trying to do some busted stuff, and so you can either like stop them in their tracks if they're combo, or slow them down if they're, any other deck. So I think the Inquisition is going to be my choice here. Into, yeah, Baleful Strix. Okay. I think I like taking Baleful Strix over Chandra. This has really high upside, too, if we wheel like that Phantom or Fallen Shinobi. I was talking about not having good ways to enable the ninjutsu. Well, Baleful Strix is one of the better ones for sure. Just a good value card. Courser, some other fine cards. Yeah. I think I like taking the Strix, though, and sticking with this Grixis, or maybe just blue-black control-y theme. Spellseeker's pretty nice here. It's another way to grab Ancestral. It's probably slightly better as a result than just taking him to Turok or the Stormcarved Coast. I think I like doing that. Oh, a lot of good white cards there. Or yeah, white cards there. But this is, I think, just a pretty easy Venser. This would have been really, really good had I taken the Karakas a little bit earlier. That's not to say that we can't wheel it. I just find that pretty unlikely. But yeah, Venser's a good value card. Happy to take that over any of the other cards here. Into maybe a Kitesail Freebooter. Some of the cards that are from the more recent sets just don't really make that much sense in Vintage Cube. I've seen people play Helana and Elena. It's okay in Vintage Cube. It's not great. I've never seen anybody play Ludovic. Like I mean, the reason that these new cards are in the cube is just because there's definitely some quota that they have to hit to add new cards to showcase them, but I don't think that the majority of them ever make the cut in the end. Ooh, Memory Deluge on the wheel is fantastic. This has been a very, very good all-star in, honestly, all of the cubes that it's been put in, and it's one of the more recent cards. So, Memory Deluge been great. Wheel the Bloodchief's Thirst. Passing an Elspeth. I could actually take the Elspeth too and look to be like maybe a little bit more what do you call it? Esper Control, but Thirst looks pretty good here. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I like taking Elspeth and just staying open to the idea of maybe going Esper instead of Grixis. As we get a nice little Avacyn. Oh yeah. Okay, so Elspeth conquers death if we're gonna go the The Esper route is going to be fantastic. Vindicate now too? Hell yeah, okay. This was a good pivot of sorts, because we are getting heavily paid off. We might not do anything like completely broken per se, but we're going to have good enough interaction to slow the opponent down and then just end up winning in the long term. I don't have any fixing yet, but we can remedy that in the later packs. I know we passed a Watery Grave earlier, but this direction should be good enough. Okay, pack number 2. We got a Scrubland, Shipwreck Marsh, Miscalc, Elspeth, Geist, Urza, Dismember, Containment Priest. I think the safest pick is just going to be the land here. Good mana makes for, well, good decks. I think you could probably take Miscalculation, though. It's another good cheap interactive spell. In fact, I'm kind of talking myself into taking the Miscalculation now over the Scrubland. Yeah, okay. I'd rather actually have the Miscalc here. I'm just a fool for counter spells, and this one's pretty good as it's not a dead card in the late game because you can just cycle it away, so I think I'm going to end up taking that instead. Frantic Search, Concealed Courtyard, the Hullbreaker's fine. Alright, this time I will take the land. I think Miscalc is powerful enough to take over Scrubland, but there's just not much in this pack, so the Courtyard's okay. There was also a Badlands there if we wanted to end up playing the Doretti, but the white looks a lot stronger here right now. Okay, next pick. Some more black-red good cards, but Fatal Push and Spell Pierce look pretty nice here. We'll stick with black-blue as the main, because I guess there's still a chance we don't end up running the white, but yeah, I think the Fatal Push is better than Condemn anyways. Okay, oh yeah, Glenelender Archmage, really, really solid. Don't think we'd want to take a Wasteland for this deck. Our mana is a little bit shaky as it is anyways, so don't really want to run a colorless land unless it's like a Library of Alexandria maybe. Glenelender is just too good to pass up. This isn't my favorite style of deck to draft in the cube, but the controlling decks can be great. We've got some discard, some removal, some counter. These are the ones that don't look anything fancy, but they can very easily just go 3-0, no problem. Okay, next pick. Some more red-black stuff over here, but we'll just take this Infernal Grasp. It's going to be like Esper Super Friends with just removal. That's what it feels like anyways. Really on the lookout for more lands at this point. I mean, we might even wheel that Scrubland that I passed earlier. Because I think the black lands, the black-white lands, I mean, are never high priorities really, so would not be surprising to get those back. Okay, next pick, we have a Lily, Massacre Worm, Memory Jar, Yorion, maybe? Yorion actually looks really fun in this deck. I'm not going to run it as a companion, but it can reset some Planeswalker loyalty, resets ECD, Venser, Glenelendra, Spellseeker, Baleful Strix, Freebooter. Actually, is Yorion really good here? It might be. That's kind of crazy. Gonti here if we want to. Yeah, I'm going to take Gonti over Gideon, I think. Like I said, there could be a world where I end up not splashing the white, especially if we don't get very good fixing, and we just stick to like a black-blue control deck. Oh, Mire's a good one. Lingering Souls could be good here too. Archon has just been stupid good, but we'll take the Mire and really, really hope that Scrubland comes back. I think there was another land with the Scrubland though, wasn't? Oh yeah, there was like a Shipwreck Marsh. That would be another good land to wheel. I guess we're just as likely to play like Doretti right now than we are any of these white cards because we have just as much fixing. So I guess we're still a little bit open in that case. Okay, we did get the Scrubland, so that definitely puts a notch towards just sticking with black, blue, and white for now. Okay, mulligan of a pick. Condemn wield if we want that. I'm gonna take it. I'm sad that I'm passing Kolagons in command again, but I guess it's the card that makes the most sense to possibly play. And some last few pickups here that don't matter. Woe Strider, no. Huh, so somebody took those Shipwreck Marsh too. Yeah, that's kind of sad. It's probably just going to be better if I don't end up running any of the white. But in which case, how many playables do I have? 14. Alright, well, I'm going to need to buckle down and get some more playables in the last pack. Okay, well, pack number 3 has decided to give us some really, really good cards here. I think a lot of the times on-color mocks are better than Lotus, but Lotus is just a more fun card, a card that leads to more broken potentials. So while I don't love passing the Mox Jet, I think we're going to take the Lotus just because it has higher upside. Damn. Sorry, Mox Jet. Shambling Ventier, Mystical Tutor, Solitude, Murderous Rider. I think we just take Mystical Tutor, right? It acts as like a secondary Ancestral and can still grab like a removal spell or a counter. I think that's better than just taking a black-white land, which, I mean, Scrubland wields, so we might even still just wield that anyways. All right, we'll take the Dark Slick Shore. Blech, can't even talk. That's the safest play. I need some blue-black fixing anyways, so seems good to me. Okay, Creeping Tar Pit, another great pickup here. Marsh Flats would be good. Factor Fiction and Daze, both solid as well. I would take the Marsh Flats had I taken the Watery Grave, but I think we just want the Tar Pit here instead. Passing Factor Fiction and Daze kind of sucks, but mana's too important. Arid Mesa does grab Scrubland if we want to do that. I think Duress might be slightly better. Yeah, if this could grab blue in addition to black and white, I think it might be worth it more, but I'd rather just have the Duress in this scenario. I'm not sure how easy it is going to be to splash all these. I mean, we'll take the Heath here just because there's nothing else. All right. Get these white cards back in. We'll see about the Condemn and the Archangel. That puts me at 20 playables. All right, so we should be okay then. Deserted Beach now. Some more fixing, sure. I'm not going to complain. We actually have pretty good mana now, don't we? We have 7 different lands. And, I mean, the Heath is going to be okay, because I'm still probably running, like, what, 2 planes? So it'll have a couple of hits besides the scrub land. Mire's obviously going to still be fine, because blacks are, like, true main color, along with blue. So the Mire can go ahead and grab the scrub land and probably, like, 3 or 4 swamps. Something like that. Okay, yeah, but like I said, this is the type of deck that doesn't really look all that great, but just has good enough interaction that you'll probably be surprised at how well it pays out. I'm still upset, though, that we didn't get that Caracas back. Night's Whisper, Unburial Rites, Gush. I think it's just got to be Night's Whisper here. Other 2 cards don't really do anything for us. More card draw, more better. I think what we are missing is some more hard counter spells. Hell, even like Mana Leak or Remand would be really fantastic here as well, but that's okay. We'll be able to make do with what we have. Oh man, we wield Snapcaster Mage. That looks fantastic here. Another ancestral or just some more interaction otherwise. That was a very good wheel. Even Manatide, that would be a good pickup if Snapcaster wasn't there. Okay, some more fixing. Very, very good. Passing Murderous Rider. Let's see, I think I'm at 23 playables though, so yeah. Easy take the land. And I'll take the Revoker for the sideboard. Oh, Brutality's good. Or, you know what, I could take Blood Crypt and just end up splashing that Duretti still. I have Mire and Blood Crypt, so 2 lands. I don't know why I'm not just taking Wrath of God. Who am I kidding? We don't have like Toxic Deluge, so Wrath is going to be pretty good here, I think. Yeah, this is going to be good. Nice little Esper Control deck. I'm a little bit concerned about the double white cards at the top end, but I think we picked up enough fixing that it shouldn't really matter all that much. If I had to make one cut, I think it's going to be the Freebooter here. Because I have Duress and Inquisition already. And it's not that good with Wrath of God anyways, so I think that makes sense. Let's see. We have 2 fetches. We have 3 black-white lands, 1 blue-white land, 2 blue-black lands. So we definitely need a lot of islands here. We get 9 basics. I think we want like 6 islands. We only need like 1 plains, maybe 2. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 black sources with 1 swamp. That would mean a Bloodstained Mire only grabs 1 basic, though. I mean, I guess Windswept Heath only gets 2. Well, these fetches aren't that great, are they? Huh. Yeah, these fetches ended up not being very good because of how many islands I need to run here. 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white. Well, I guess that's a little bit awkward, but maybe that's okay. I'm just going to have to be wary. The Heath only has 3 total hits, and the Mire only has 2 total hits. But that should be okay still, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, let's do this and submit Esper Control here. Vintage Cube. Alrighty, round 1 here of this Vintage Cube. Ooh, we're on the draw, and oh man, Heath does not grab a blue source. Otherwise, this would be a very, very easy keep. It's too risky, I think. I mean, we have what, turn 1 Inquisition, but yeah, without drawing specifically a blue source, this hand just doesn't do anything. So a little bit too risky. I think we got to ship it down, and well, dang. Not a great looking 6. I think this is a keep. We're just going to pitch the Elspeth. And we're going to hope to find a black source off the top relatively quickly. Looks like we're playing against a green ramp deck. All right. We'll just lead on the tap land. And yeah, hopefully we find a black source next turn. If not, some bad things might happen to us. Oof. Not good. I don't think I'm supposed to go down to 5, though. I mean, it turns out keeping that 7 might have been okay. Because it looks like they would have given us quite a bit of time as well. And they're going to pay the full 8 life to draw 2 cards with Sylvan Library. Love doing that versus what they've seen so far. And yikes, we are going to need that black source real quick. That will work. That gets a scrub land. Let's go ahead and just pop off that questing beast. Buy some time. I mean, they can pay a lot of life here if they want to. As an Esper deck, they can pretty likely assume I'm not going to have that much pressure. Yeah, they paid another 4. Birds of Paradise. So we probably just want to draw like Wrath of God. Is this natural order? Oh boy. What are we looking to? Hopefully no Terastodon, no Primus. Yeah, there we go. Ugh, it hurts. Wait, are they seriously going to go for the full blow up? Oh, interesting. We can hit him down to 2 life here if we want to. Oh, this is not target player. That'd be so funny if it was. Yeah, I think I like hitting them for 6, putting them to 2. That means each of the elephants are now lethal, and they can no longer draw extra cards with library. I mean, we're still pretty darn far behind, but... Oh, yeah. That's no good. They might play it a little bit safe and not attack with Terastodon. Yeah. Sadly, that's still probably just game. Oh, if Knight's Whisper could target. But it is not a Sign in Blood, sadly. I mean, even if they don't draw anything relevant, they can still just use the ooze and make another. Sure. Uro. All right, I'll scoop it up there. No need to look any further. Once they get up to 4 life, it's just like literally impossible for us to kill them. So green, blue. We can revoke her some mana dorks, but I don't know how good that's going to end up being. Yeah, I think we can just run it back. I mean, I guess Freebooter is really good versus blue-green because they don't have a lot of cheap removal, perhaps. Yeah, that seems probably right. What do I want to end up cutting? I might not need Memory Deluge, for example. Try something like that. I don't know why I'm cutting Memory Deluge. I just can't think of anything else that I'd rather cut. All right, let's go to the next game and hopefully get a little bit of a better hand. And yeah, this hand looks pretty good. Gonna go turn 1 Duress, turn 2 Freebooter. Sort of Fire and Ice, Regrowth, Sylvan Library. I guess I have to take Regrowth first. Well, yeah, we just have to take Regrowth. Makes the most sense. And then with the Freebooter, I'm going to take the Library. All right. Island Pass, it's good for us. Then we can go Gonti next turn. They're going to go Cultivate here. Yep, that's fine. Alright. Well, this game's going a lot better than the previous. Oh, they played a forest, not an island. So they still have another forest in hand. What you got in there? Give me something good. We stole their natural order in a finale of devastation. Alright, well, I guess we have to take a finale since natural order doesn't do anything in our deck. What can we finale for? Oh, they have an Oko. Well, that's not good. Maybe they make a mistake and turn the freebooter into a 3/3, thinking they get the Sylvan Library back. No. Okay, I can hit the Oko for 5 here. Inquisition, that can steal their sword. Finale can hit Archmage, Venser, Avacyn, Yorion, Spellseeker. Oh, Spellseeker for Ancestral is really good too. Kind of an interesting turn. I mean, I guess I need to take the Sword of Fire and Ice from their hand before they can play it out this turn. Oh, they have a Time Warp too. And that means I don't get to animate my my Shambling Vent and attack, sadly. Probably just going to Time Warp here. Buy an extra turn with the Oko would be my guess. We can Fatal Push the food token if we want to, though. Or we can kill the goose. I guess I actually have to kill the goose here instead. Because we don't want to allow them just to keep making food when they have Oko on the battlefield. This is pretty gross. What a card. Just going to get soloed by Oko. Although maybe they get a little bit too greedy and attack for 6. And then I can attack down the Oko. No, they're not even going to attack. Yeah, that's probably right. Ooh, that's a good draw too. I think we have to just go get the Spellseeker here, though. Go grab our Ancestral, most likely. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just cast that now. Alright, we can Vindicate the Oko then. I still want to attack Oko for 1, though, so they don't have a swap potential next turn. And then we can go Vindicate Oko, hold up Venser. We should be doing okay here. Good, good. Ah, Snapcaster Mage for like Ancestral now too. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and pop off the Oak. Smash in for 1, then say go. We should be able to outvalue them through the game, but since I don't have much counter magic, it's not going to be too hard for them to just like draw 1 relevant card and then maybe take over the game again, but we'll see what their big play here is. Uh-oh. There's Terastodon again. Alright, well, we'll just Venser that for the turn. Effectively a time walk. And then go Snapcaster on Ancestral. I think we definitely trade with one of these, but we want to keep the Gonti for the Terastodon coming up. Alright. Oh, that's another good draw too, but that does not counter their Terastodon. So, yep, snap, recall, draw another 3. I guess it's probably safest to hold up a blue source. Even though they're likely just to play the Terastodon next turn. Yep. And I'm guessing they probably blow up the majority of their own permanents. They might kill my Shambling Vent. Okay, yeah, looks like they're just going to kill 3 of their own permanents. Put me on a pretty fast clock here. Well, I guess I'm looking for Wrath of God. Yeah, I'm going to take a hit for 3. Keep the Gonti for the Terastodon. Bloodstained Mire. That has 1 swamp left? No swamp, so this is dead. So we'll just start off with a draw 2 Ashiok. Alright, we'll play the Ashiok. We'll go ahead and uptick Circle, Riftsoar, and an Uro. Alright. Play out the Tar Pit. And I guess I sadly have to pass here. Oh, I don't even think they're going to bother attacking Ashiok. They draw Ooze? No, kind of. Oh, they might make a mistake here. If they target one of my... oh, no, that doesn't matter. Never mind. I was going to say, if they target one of my creature lands, I can animate in response. But that's not the same thing. Like, if with Terastodon, it specifies non-creature, and I would be able to reanimate in response, but... yeah, that just kills the land no matter what. Okay. They are going to attack with the Terastodon now. Sure. Okay, got a trade here. Probably should double block one of these. And then Chump takes 6. They're going to get back their Sylvan Library. I'm going to counter it with Glen. And top deck. So this is so bad. I need to put out their Uro. I need to gain the 3 and draw an extra card, but then they get Uro into their graveyard. But I don't have a choice here. Really, really unfortunate. Okay, Strix could save us. Hold. Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay. Do I need to save that for Uro? Let's see, because I can animate the Tar Pit if I don't play it. So we would go block, block, chump, chump. I wouldn't die, though. Then they would Uro. I would Elspeth Conquers Death it. What if I Elspeth Conquers Death the slime right now? No, because it'd still be 2 turns to get a creature back. So that's too slow, right? So basically I just need to top deck something next turn anyways. Alright, well, let's pass. Trade, chump, go to 4. Actually, I guess we might have 2 turns depending on what they draw. Okay. Maybe they don't know about the Uro? Maybe they're forgetting about it somehow? Can we hold? I'm not crazy, right? They can do this if they want to. Yeah, they could. It actually might make sense to send the slime to Ashiok. Yeah, I like that play. Alright, well, let's animate the tar pit. And then I'm going to go trade. I'll go ahead and take 3 and I'll let Ashiok die. Oh, bad news. I think they remembered about Uro. But again, I'm not dead next turn. We get to Elspeth Conquers Death, the Uro, and then Glenelendra can block the token. So as long as they don't draw, like, their Questing Beast again, and that's provided I don't draw anything anyways. Come on. Okay, I mean, it's a thing, I guess. We need to find, like, Elspeth. And we're still just dead to anything. No, no, quite. No! I said no. Alright, well, we die. GG's. They sadly sent everything to face. Yeah, the Infernal Grasp we needed a little bit earlier. Avacyn, no. I mean, if they had the Questing Beast, then we would need to draw some very specific outs. Alright, well, that sucked, but I think we can probably pull off a 2-1 the next 2. Go, go. Okay, here we are for round 2 of this vintage cube. Lost round 1. Oh, man. I'm going to keep this hand on the play. If we find a blue source, we unlock Ancestral Recall, so I think we have to keep it. We're going to lead on Fatal Push. Heath can only really grab Scrubland and a Plains, but we want to hold the Heath until... oh, because we have a Fatal Push that we can unlock Revolt with. Island? Perfect, okay. Well, now we're in action. We can end of turn Mystical Tutor for Ancestral, go from there. We could even Vindicate a land next turn, depending on what they do. I'm guessing I probably just want to Tutor for Ancestral, though. And I'm going to go ahead and play my land first, to just randomly play around Miscalc. I know I have tap lands in the deck, but this seems a little bit better. Oh. Time Walk, Mana Drain, huh? Well, I guess I'm taking the Mana Drain here, because the Time Walk doesn't matter individually. So that means Verdant Catacombs doesn't get a blue source in their deck besides the Tropical, which is already in their hand. That's good to know. Wonder if they just fire off Time Walk. Yep, okay, that's fine. Those are the best Time Walks to see when your opponent's just casting them to, like, explore. So we know 4 of the 5 cards in their hand. We don't want to just run out Glenalendra here. I think I'm pretty happy to like vindicate their... Yeah, I think I'd be pretty happy to just well, no, what am I talking about? This is Gonti. This is a great opportunity to Gonti. Oh yeah, good to use the fetch too before we draw the one last hit that it can grab. Mana Leak, Preordained, Seagate, Stormcaller. Okay, yeah, let's take a Mana Leak here. Looks pretty good versus their hand. Still need another blue source, but I think we're doing okay. Surprised they didn't Lightning Strike Gonti at end of turn. Ah, Phantasmal Image my Gonti. That's kind of spicy. So maybe that was the card that they drew and now they're going to strike my Gonti. Boros Signet. Bloodstained Mire. Oh, wow, Bloodstained Mire again doesn't get anything. That's so awkward that we keep drawing all of our basic swamps and plains. That's all of the basic swamps and plains in the deck. All the rest are islands. That's so gross. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and just Fatal Push their Gonti to kill it. We don't need the Revolt, because remember, just targeting the image kills it. We'll attack for 2, and then we'll hold up Mana Leak for a potential Consecrated Sphinx here. I mean, you could probably Vindicate the Canal there if you wanted to as well, but that seems a little bit greedy. Ashiok? Okay, I lied. I'm going to counter that. Tapping 2 planes. Oh, that was my Ashiok, wasn't it? I like how their Mana Leak countered my Ashiok, but from the opposing sides. Snapcaster Mage, but we can't... Oh my god, what is going on? This is so brutal. We're somehow just getting completely blue screwed. Alright, looks like they're going to strike my Gonti. So, yeah, I don't really have an option here. I'm going to have to play the Glenalendra. And like I said, Meyer doesn't have any more targets, right? Yeah. And then we're going to have to Vindicate it next turn, but they get to draw 2 cards. That sucks. Yeah. Come on, deck. Give me a blue source. Thank you. Sheesh. Alright. Vindicate that. Attack for 2. Hold up Glenalendra, and then end of turn we can Snapcaster on Ancestral again. Hopefully that's good enough. I have like 8 or 9 blue sources in this deck, so kind of getting a little bit unfortunate, I think. Have yet to see our Lotus. Have seen Ancestral basically every game, but I guess we have multiple tutors for Ancestral. That's fine. Happy with them just animating Lava Claw. I don't think they're going to pump it, because they're going to hold up Brazen, right? Oh, they are going to pump it. Okay, maybe I should have flashed out the Snapcaster and traded then. but we're pretty happy with this sequence. What's better than 1 Ancestral? How about 2? Nice. Might actually get some Yorion value this game, huh? Alright, let's attack with both. Let's see, we'll play Tar Pit. And I think I'm just going to pass. Right now we only have 2 untapped blue sources, so I have to be a little bit careful with how I sequence my counters. Mox Ruby, okay. So they have Rex Sage and Brazen Borrower in their hand. I wonder if they're just going to animate their Lava Claw again. Yeah, it's fine by me. So this time I'm just going to pass priority again, and if they pump, then we'll just Venser it back to their hand. Alright, they're leaving open 3 mana. Okay, they just concede to that. Well, that works for me. So what is their deck? They have a lot of blue cards, but then they have a lot of random lands, so they could be on like Golos or Omnath type nonsense. I'm still shook about how poorly our lands have been drawn. We keep drawing every single one of our plains and swamps and all of our fetches. Like, look, we have 9 blue sources, but we didn't find the second until almost halfway through our deck that game. Alright, let's run it back. Let's just get good. Okay, here we are for game 2 of the second round with another pitiful looking hand. Knowing the opponent's deck, I can probably just keep this. But that doesn't make it very good. Oh, wait, what? They have Ruby and Sapphire in their deck? I mean, I have Lotus and Ancestral, but that doesn't make me any less sad. I swear to God, if I draw my 1 swamp, I'm going to be so upset. Hey! Okay, I take everything back. Magic's great. We don't want to run that out yet. I'm going to, again, run out the Mire, so just grabbing that 1 swamp that's in the deck. Probably just going to go for a turn 3 Elspeth, I would guess. But the opponent did have Mana Drain, so I guess I'm hoping I find my Duress or Inquisition off the top. Okay. Yeah, we might be waiting on the Elspeth. We might go like turn 3 Ashiok first, and then set up for a turn 4 Elspeth. Could also go turn 4 Spellseeker plus Ancestral, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. They're gonna Time Walk here? I'd be okay, sure. Mox Sapphire. Oh wait, they have 3 pieces of power. They have Sapphire, Ruby, and Time Walk. Sheesh. Alright, no plays, 4 cards in hand. Yeah, let's go for the Ashiok. Fully expecting a drain here. Oh no, surprise. And if they have the Sphinx, then we're sad. Seven mana. Karn? Ah. eat my scrubland. What can I tutor for? Tutor for Vindicate. But then I would have to use my Lotus, but I guess I don't have a choice. Man, this sucks. This really sucks. What an awful feeling Lotus, but I can't really beat that. And I guess the nice thing is we still have Spellseeker for Ancestral, so it's not like the end of the world. Damn, so crazy. Mox Sapphire, Time Walk, Mana Drain, Mox Ruby. If they play out their Sphinx this turn, they're too good. I can't beat that. Sure. The good news about the Plow Under is I'm guaranteed to draw land. Furthermore, they don't have any pressure on the board, so like oddly this game is still winnable currently. We'll see about in like 2 turns if it's still winnable, but currently yeah, 3 cards in their hand and they did nothing again. Let's go grab our Ancestral Recall. I mean, do they have their mana leak? No? No mana leak there. Petty Theft my Spellseeker. It's a little bit strange that they would let me rebuy that. Huh. Well, they do have a clock now. Oh, Lava Claw is also going to be a problem. I go to 9. Yeah, we're going to die in like 2 turns. All right, let's hope they don't have the leak. Oh! Copy and wait, is that even good? Should they have used that to... Oh no, that's pretty good. I guess I need a Spellseeker for removal here. Take the Fatal Push. I have no idea what these games are. They feel so weird. I mean, this is a crazy display of power. Also, look at my hand. What the hell? Halfway through my deck, I haven't found a white source. Oh, wait. I guess they plowed one of them, didn't they? All right. Never mind. We did have one white source. Well, they don't have Time Walk in hand anymore, so I guess that's a boon. Oh, they just have Lightning Strike. Okay, yeah. Their deck is a bunch of mishmash with power, so I think we should be able to win this game fairly easily. Let's bring in the Booter. I guess let's take out Wrath of God versus them. If we somehow go 0-2 with this deck, I'm going to be very sad. I mean, again, I don't think this deck is busted by any means, but somehow our draws have just been so terrible. Okay, game 3 of round 2. We're going to be on the play, and we're going to have a perfect hand. Well, we finally have good mana, but at what cost? I can't keep this. If this was Ancestral, sure, but this is not a keepable hand. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, what is going on? I'm going to keep this and pitch the memory, I guess. We can cycle the miscalc. Maybe we draw Lotus and get an early Elspeth, but... Remember, we only have 2 freaking planes in the deck. So, and in fact, if I draw Windswept Heath, it is dead, because I have all 3 Windswept Heath targets. If I draw Swamp, then Bloodstained... I am peeved at these draws. Thank God. Alright, gonna go for the freebooter. We know they can grab Tropical if they have it, and then go Mana Drain. But it looks like they let it resolve. Oh, maybe they just have a Lightning Strike here. Oh, no, they did have Tropical. Did they mess up? Do they have Drain in their hand? Oh, Petty Theft? Sure. So their hand is not that good. Okay. We can beat those, I hope. They're probably just going to flash out their Brazen this turn. Or maybe just main phase it. Oh, they drew Time Walk. Okay. Well, they're pretty good about naturally drawing all of their power. Let's go ahead and boot her again. Steal their Expansion Explosion. So they have Sphinx and an Island in hand. They're going to flash out their Brazen. Yeah. I think blocking would be okay. They don't have anything to do with that expansion right now. Seems fine. So expansion, Sphinx, and 1 unknown card. Boros Signet, sure. Alright, slam that Sphinx, please, and let me miscalc it. They might not go for it, but... Oh, they're not. Nice. Sure. I don't mind buying more time. This is so strange, man. I cannot get a normal distribution of blue sources. So I guess I cycle the miscalc since they're playing around it. Try to find some more blue. Oh, that's good. The issue there is that if I cast the Ancestral, we know they have Expansion Explosion in their hand. So we probably wait a turn. Okay. Well, I'll just slam this. Ay, ay, ay. Karn, land, another Uro player. So now they get to play out their Sphinx, and then I'm going to need to draw an untapped land for Elspeth. Dude, this is so frustrating, though. Yep. Untap land? Oh, okay, that works. Thank God. What do we eat? Seagate, Stormcaller, Arbor Elf. A couple lands. So they can do an expansion explosion for 4, maybe 5. Lava Claw, yeah. Push is good for that. If they're going to expansion this turn, they need, or if they're going to expansion, they're going to need to do it on their turn instead of my turn. Because the Elspeth Conqueror's Death is about to pop on trigger 2. Yep, looks like they realized that. Alright, so they shot for 4, drew 4. I mean, look, they only have 14 cards left in their deck. I could target them with Ancestral pretty soon if I wanted to. I can, like, put out their Seagate Stormcaller and double Ancestral them. It's kind of funny. I think I'm just going to keep eating their library this turn, though. Down to 11. Let's go ahead and Ancestral ourselves. Nice, 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 nice. What do you got in there, friend? Lightning Strike, Dak, Infernal Grasp. We don't really care about any of those. Oh, they have a Phyrexian Revoker too. That's a little bit annoying, but we can also push that. Yeah, again, I think I'd rather just take Preordain here so they can't dig very far. There's nothing good for them to Dak. Alright, we'll go ahead and Lotus into Elspeth. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even notice. The Ashiok ate Image, Mana Drain, and Ruby on that last hit. There's their Steam Vents. Remember, all of their non-creature spells cost an additional 2 this turn because of the ECD. Yep, that's fine. All right, naming Ashiok. Are they just passing here? Sure. All right, we get my freebooter back. They're going to Lightning Strike Elspeth in response. And then have another burn spell, maybe? Gearhulk. I can Snapcaster Mage Miscalc on Gearhulk. Say no thank you. We get to take their Infernal Grasp with Freebooter. And we get to make Ashiok. Fatal Push the Revoker. Eat 3 more cards. Land. Smack for 3. We ate Sword of Fire and Ice, Portent, and a Foth. Okay, well, we should be pretty good here. And if we're not, I mean, I guess upheaval could be a thing. Four cards left in their deck. GG's. All right, yes. Ah. They had a ton of good cards, but they didn't have like a straightforward game plan, I feel like. All right, we're 1-1. Let's salvage one more. And here we are for the third and final round of this Vintage Cube draft. Our opponent's playing 60-card Yorion. They're choosing their companion right now, you can tell. Come on, put me on the play. Give me 2 islands. How hard can that be? Okay, we'll take it. You've done the thing. You've given me 2 islands. I can accept this hand even though I have nothing else castable. We're going to go turn 1, pass, and then we're going to Ancestral on their upkeep. And the reason you do that is because it plays around them having Force of Negation. If they have Force of Will, so be it. Good beats. Ooh, spicy. Green. Everybody has power this draft. Turn 1, Ren and 6. Okay. Are they going to forget to use it? Well, I was not expecting Forest Mox Ruby with the Yorion companion. So I have a couple different plays here I could make. I could just go Inquisition into Duress into Ashiok if I want to. Or now that I've drawn a 3rd land, I could wait for turn 3 Elspeth, but I think Inquisition, Duress, Ashiok is still a better play here. All right, we take the... Oh, they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing. Okay, we don't even Duress them then. We just Ashiok and plan to win with this. We ate an ooze, an elf, and an island. All right, well. I am okay with this game plan. My deck's bananas. Well, you've seen Recall and Lotus, but that's the extent of it. Not that they should feel any better about my start, but my deck is definitely not as good as my opening first 2 turns would have you believe. But hey, you know what? We might even just go like uptick next turn into make an ooze the turn after. Oh, they shot. Okay, so that they shot there hoping that I wouldn't, or rather to prevent me from oozing, I guess. If they don't have anything else to do, they should just put Yorion in their hand, but looks like they might have forgotten. All right, let's go ahead and eat 3 more cards. Ah, they're 5-color Niv. They're Niv Yorion. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Ate a Maelstrom Pulse and another land, too. Carry added the draw step for them. All right, so we know they have a land, and 1 unknown card. Let's go ahead and eat 3 more cards. Nissa, Wake, and a Flats. We'll go ahead and Duress now. Though they only have one unknown, it's not going to get much better. At this point, they can cast basically anything. So I might as well go for it while we have the chance. All right, and they just have another land. No big deal. Still good to get that information, I think. And now I think next turn we probably just put the Niv Mizzet on the battlefield. I might even cycle this miscalc into turn, we'll see. Oh, did they just play planes? Oh, they did, okay, so that tells me they still have these 3 lands in their hand, that's nice. Okay, another land. Do I have any hits for Niv Mizzet? Baleful Strix. Ashiok's already on the battlefield, but it is just a 6/6 flyer. I mean, I could just keep eating their deck. I guess we'll see what we draw first. We would have hit the Baleful Strix off of the Niv Mizzet. Dang it. Would have. Yeah, I mean, this turn it makes sense to play out the Niv. Reason... Oh! Shoot. I chose 6 instead of 5 because I am bad at this game. So I just wasted 6 loyalty on Ashiok. Okay. Well, we can consider that a misclick, but that was just a brain fart. Whoopsies. I guess I was thinking of its power and toughness. I mean, I knew Niv Mizzet cost 5. Oh, that's very awkward. Who needs a 6/6? Apparently not me. Night of Autumn, land. Sure, another tap land here for us. Let's go ahead and Strix first. That's pretty awkward. We would have been able to kill the Ren in 6 this turn with the Niv and then just put him on a very fast clock. Ugh. All right, they're going to ping my Baleful Strix. Yep. Ooh, they drew Omnath. Very nice. Taiga, yeah. Okay. All right, let's just keep eating their library. Probably safest just to Wrath now. Palancron, interesting. Palancron, land, and a Plow under. So they have Mirari's Wake with Palancron for infinite manas. I'm just giving them way too much time. I mean, obviously that Niv Mizzet misclick was the big determining factor here, but like Ren in 6 would be dead. I wouldn't need to Wrath. I would just ECD there, Omnath. I've put myself in kind of an awkward spot. Could have also exiled their hand by now. Maybe we're just doing it for the entertainment value. Making the game close. I mean, to be fair, the opponent has seemingly forgotten about their Yorian companion, so I guess there's that for us. All right, Ren upticks to 6. What else you got, friend? They're thinking about something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Some kind of X spell? Another player with Expansion Explosion. They got to draw 4 cards there. Yikes. Yeah, again, all of a sudden I don't love my position. Keep up ticking. Hydroid Crisis. Corpse Dance? What the heck? Maybe they have Emrakul in their deck. They do run Mirari's Wake too. They're back to 7 cards. They still have 22 cards in their deck because of their Yorian companion. That's funny. Ugh, man. They just might have been dead by now if I hadn't... Ay. Hadn't misclicked that Niv. I just -6 to Ashiok. I mean, given their deck, they could play literally anything here, so we just kind of have to bite our tongue and wait for them to do whatever they do. What's it gonna be? I guess technically I was supposed to hold up 2 black sources that turn, so that I could Fatal Push twice in case they have like a random, remand. Maybe they have like a regrowth here? No. What is this? Halana and Elena, what the heck? That doesn't, okay. That doesn't necessarily feel like a deck that, or a card that should be in their deck, but yeah, maybe they can do something big haste here. Some kind of X spell or something? What is this? Stonecoil Serpent? Green Sun for 4, sure. Maybe they have Questing Beast? That would be really bad. I guess Questing Beast already has haste, but... Questing Beast would kill one of my Planeswalkers and hit me for 6. Oh, they can tutor for Grist! That's pretty funny. Milled in opposition, what on earth? That's too funny. Alright, come now. What you gonna do, homie? Attack Ashiok with a bug. So we'll chump here, and then we'll be able to fatal push Halana after the trigger result, or after the token leaves, because we have Revolt. Uptick the Ren. Let's go ahead and push the Halana. Alright. That's a good draw. Let's go ahead and uptick face. Make more tokens. What did we eat there? We ate Dig Through Time, Stirring Wildwood, Green Sun Zenith. I can't imagine we can lose if I just play Glenalendra here. And then we'll attack Ren and 6 down so he can't ultimate it next turn. That's funny that them being on Yorian Companion has actually stopped me from decking them out, right? Because they're running 20 extra cards over normal. All right, make a bug, Milgaric. Uptick Ren and 6. What is this big spell? What on earth? Are you... I'm gonna lose to Hardcast Progenitus? Oh my god, that is an achievement. Oh, I guess Elspeth minus still kills it. I love it. Okay, I have to give props to them. Seriously. How often do you see a Hardcast Progenitus? Once in the biggest blue moon ever. That is impressive. You have to give them props. They basically just won. Alright. Elspeth minus. Then we uptick and maybe can eat the Progenitus. What do we get? They have a hoof in their deck? Okay, well we can hoof them next turn. We definitely just want to hold up like Venser and Glenalendra, right? So how do we do this? We can attack with Tar Pit. No, then I only hold up Glenalendra and not Venser. We're going to win with Hoof next turn, right? Yeah, so I guess we just... I guess we just send everything at Ren and 6. Oh wait, no, they can. This kills Planeswalkers too, doesn't it? Oh, I need to actually kill. I need to kill Grist here. Yeah, I need to kill Grist first. That's gonna force them to ping Ashiok with Ren and 6. Instead. Because I can play the Venser, bounce the insect, block the other insect, and then they would have to ping. But they might not realize that. They might even go for like Elspeth, because she's on 3. This is game 1, by the way, I'm pretty sure. This has been a very weird game. Oh, they are going to Elspeth. Huh. Okay, they just gave up. All right. Ay, ay, ay. Again, you have to give them props. They hard cast a freaking Progenitus. So, yeah, let's just run it back. I don't see much of a reason to sideboard versus them. GG, go next. Okay, here we are for game number 2 of the final round. We have a good-looking hand here. No need to run out the Lotus early. We're probably just going to go turn 1, grab Scrubland, and Inquisition them. Opponent is on 5-color Yorion nonsense. Although, depending on what I draw, we might want to, like, Lotus, Spellseeker, Ancestral. We'll see. Signet, Wall of Blossoms, Garrick. Alright, let's take the ramp card and pass. They have opposition in Garrick, but they are nowhere near to that. Duress. Alright, well, I guess we're going to cast that out on their opposition or their Garrick. I think Garrick makes the most sense. They drew a Soulfire. Oh, look at that hand. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't even want to bother running out the Black Lotus. I think we'd rather just hope to draw land naturally next turn and play Spellseeker into grabbing Ancestral. If I miss on land, I probably do that play. But why would I ever miss on a land? That'd be silly. This game's probably not going to go on very long then if they keep missing lands in their 5-color deck. They drew a forest. Alright, it looks like they're just off it. Yeah, it wasn't going to be hard for them to do anything. They kept a little bit of a sketcher, so... Alright, again, I don't think our deck was that bad. We did get kind of smashed in game 1, or round 1 to that green deck, but, I mean, our deck had Black Lotus and Ancestral in it, plus a lot of good interactive Esper cards. Was a little bit sad at how frequently our mana base didn't seem to pan out, even though I don't think it was that bad, but good beats. Thanks for watching, everybody, and yeah, we'll see you again next week for some more Vintage QB.